Hey, welcome back to another Power Plays Decktech video for Marvel Champion. And this time, I'm going to be going through my Doctor Strange leadership deck and let you... I mean, it might be different from those that you've seen in my videos because I've added and removed some cards, but this is the fine-tuned one. Recently played against Ultron, and that reinforced some of my choices here, as well as told me to take out some cards, I mean, based on what I played so far. Okay, so let's just go through Doctor Strange. He starts off as Stephen Strange, 3 recovery. He begins the game with an invocation deck. What an invocation deck is this set of 5 different spells. Invocation, they're not spells, they're called invocations. Spells are a different thing altogether. So it's 5 different invocations which are events that have a cost and a different special ability. So of all the invocations, this is probably the most useful one. It allows you to draw 3 cards. This one, the next most useful one, allows you to 2 damage, 2 cost for 7 damage and a stun on an enemy. This one allows you to put tough status card on up to 3 characters, which is another reason why we chose to go with leadership. This one allows you, for a 0 cost, allows you to change choose a status card and replace it with another one. So it's very useful against enemies with tough. You can change that to a stun, or you can change a confused to a stun, and you can stay in hero form for longer. Images of Equine allows you to put a confused token on a villain and remove 4 threat from a scheme. So very good if the scheme has a lot of threats on them. Alright, so that's the invocation deck. Doctor Strange also allows you as an action to discard the top card, and that allows you to cycle through the deck to look for the one you want faster. On the other side, Doctor Strange itself, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense, and his ability is to exhaust, play the cost of the top card of the invocation deck, which is always face up, then carry out the effects. That's how you cast invocations with Doctor Strange. Okay, let's go through his cards very quickly. The Agamotto is a 2 cost upgrade which just generates a resource, so very good for a resource generating card. Mystical Study is a search card, allows you to search for a specific Doctor Strange card. Now you want to be either pulling your Wong, or what's the other one? The one that allows you to ready, there we go, or the Cloak of Levitation with this, because then it's easier for you to get the ball rolling. So Wong, later on I'll show you Wong is a very useful ally for Doctor Strange. So normally I typically use this to get Wong or the Cloak. Okay. Sorcerer's Scream is an upgrade. It's actually a basic card. It's actually a basic card, so you can use in any deck, but it works best with him because he has Mystic, and of course he is the Sorcerer Supreme. And then you get +1 hand size in hero form, so which means you almost never have to flip back to Stephen Strange once you've got your board set up. Okay, this is again more setting up piece when you're in Stephen Strange mode. Shuffles a spell from the discard pile and draw 1. I keep forgetting to draw 1 with this. Your MVP are Wong, 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, but ignore this, you're using him for this. Okay, exhaust Wong, choose and either heal 1 damage, show your identity, or discard the top card of your invocation deck. So this allows you to cycle through this deck so fast, you wouldn't believe it. Alright, a Cloak, again, the next thing you should get is a 2 cost upgrade, exhaust to ready Doctor Strange, that will allow him to cast more invocations. The next are your spells and some more upgrades. So this is a Astral Projection is a 2 cost spell that allows you to remove 3 threat, and then look at the top card of the encounter deck, and for each boost icon, remove 1 additional threat. So it allows you to see what's coming up as well as removing more threat. Magical Enhancements, a 1 cost upgrade that gives your hero +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 defense, but it only lasts for that round. Not in this build. I've seen other builds which use Doctor Strange as the main attacking machine, but this build doesn't really use Strange much. I think maybe thwarting once in a while, defending once in a while, but almost never. The only reason why I used him to attack is to clear tough status cards. Another one of your big magic missiles, Magic Blast, is a spell. 3 cost, deal 5 damage, and then discard the top card of your deck, and it has these additional effects. Okay. Protective Ward is very good if you get it later on in your second hand, and then some evil stuff comes out. It's a 1 cost event that allows you to discard the cancel the effect of a treachery card if it's drawn from the encounter deck. And one of the best spells ever, Master of the Mystic Arts. 1 cost allows you to pay the cost of the top card of invocation, resolve it, then put it back on top. If you have these two in hand, and your top card happens to be Winds of Watum, and you happen to have Doctor Strange, I mean, if you happen to have it all set up, you could technically discard one, pay 1 cost, use the cloak for example, cast the Winds of Watum, draw 3 cards, use one of those 3 cards to play another Master Mystic Arts, cast Winds of Watum, draw 3 more cards, use Doctor Strange, cast another Winds of Watum to draw 3 more cards, and you've technically gained 7 cards. Okay, minus the 2 for this and the 1 for the cost. So that's huge, and then you can start to drop all your big ally bombs that turn. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's quite fun to pull it off. Alright, so the basic cards are your standard package. I say it's always the standard package of cards. 1 of each of the resources, 1 Helicarrier to reduce costs, Nick Fury, and a Mockingbird. I didn't play with Avengers Mansion because the Winds of Watum fulfills that card drawing ability, and with Strange you can probably cycle through a lot of your unwanted cards quite quickly. Alright, let's get into the aspect of the deck. I used to play with Avengers Tower, but then I realized that there are allies that are not Avengers, so it doesn't really help. So I replaced the Avengers Tower with a Helicarrier. That's across the board cost reduction. Triskelion allows you to play an additional ally, so it's very useful. 3 get readies. I'll explain these in a minute. You can use this to ready Wong if you want to. 3 rapid responses. What it does is a 2 cost upgrade that allows you to, after an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response, put the ally into play from your discard pile and deal 1 damage to it. So it recurs your allies. Okay. Similarly with Make the Call. So Make the Call allows you to play the printer cost and put the ally into play. So if in a multiplayer game, you can also put another player's ally. 2 Power of Leadership, make your allies cheaper. And now here's the bulk of the deck, allies. So why have I chosen these allies? Okay. Aside from Wonder Man, who is a straight up beefsteak for low cost, the rest all have an ability that triggers when that ally enters play. Okay, that's why no Iron Man. Haha, Iron Man's not here. So Hawkeye has 4 arrow counters that deal damage to minions as they come in. Vision's the only one that doesn't have an interplay ability, but Vision allows you to attack for 4 damage every turn. So you attack him, play, get ready him, attack again. If he dies for some reason, rapid response brings him back, and the next turn you can do your shenanigans again. Falcon again is another interplay ability. Look at the top 3 cards and remove treachery, so he's situational if you have treachery to remove. Well, he's a good 2/2 as well. Squirrel Girl is your main minion clearer, so she clears minions like nobody's business. So when she enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy. I had a case where I had like 5 Ultron drones out. I played Squirrel Girl, killed all of them, used her to attack. Next turn, another 5 appeared. She defends from 1 of them. Make the Call, brings her back, clears the board again. Very useful for that enters play ability. Mariah Hill is your standard draw card ally. It's good in multiplayer because it nets you a card. In single player, it nets you a card and it allows you to thwart for 2 over 1 turn, 2 turns, and then you defend. She dies. Rapid response, bring her back again. You draw a card, thwart for 2 again. Okay, so the allies are packaged in such a way that, oh, you're right, it's 2 guys that have no interplay effect. Okay, so I'll go through some of the reasons why some other cards did not make the cut. Iron Man's a good ally, but that's all he's good for, beating. No interplay ability, it's high costed if you ask me. Okay, so doesn't really make the cut. The other card that I was asked was Inspiring Presence. Why don't you play Inspiring Presence, since it allows you to ready an ally anyway? I've tried, I really did try. I don't know whether the cost was prohibitive, but in my games when I had Inspiring Presence in hand, I didn't really get a chance to use it. Get Ready was a free use anyway, so that one really helped. And like I said, heal 1 damage, useful, but my allies all trigger when they enter play, so I don't know how much use there'll be. Quinjet is with Avengers. As you see, I have Mockingbird, Mariah Hill, Wong, and Nick Fury. So Quinjet and what's the other one? Avengers Tower doesn't really help that much. Okay. Other allies that didn't make the cut were Heimdall. Let's see if I can find Heimdall for you. Yeah, so Heimdall was in the majority of the decks, but the problem was, yeah, it's this. Okay, if he comes out, of course, that's brilliant. Look at the top 3 cards of the counter that discard them, and then you get a plan for the future. And then he stays around. If you manage to rapid response him again, then, you know, he just laughs at the opponent. But he's 1 card, and not only that, I often find myself pitching him for other cards rather than pitching 5 other cards for him. So that was why he didn't make the cut. Alright, so that's my Decktech explanation video for the way I built my Doctor Strange deck. If you have any comments, leave it below in the comment section. Please check out my other videos for more gameplay and stay tuned for more Decktech in the future. Till then, stay safe.